Let's begin working with the most fundamental element in EasyForm Studio, the cabinet. Create a new cabinet by clicking Create New or using the keyboard shortcut C. In its simplest form, a cabinet consists of 6 basic components: left side, right side, top, bottom, back, and front, if applicable. While this basic structure serves as your starting point, EasyForm Studio offers numerous options to enhance and customize your design. At the top of the Properties panel, you'll find the settings that control the overall dimensions of your cabinet: width, depth, and height. Here you can also adjust the thickness of cabinet elements like sides, shelves, and backs. What makes these settings powerful is that any change you make automatically updates the dimensions of all boards within the cabinet, maintaining proper proportions and construction integrity. You can rotate your cabinet using either the sidebar properties or the rotation buttons in the header area. This flexibility allows you to position cabinets precisely within your overall design. Proper naming helps organize complex projects. Change the cabinet name to My Cabinet, and notice how this name appears in the editable text box, the header area, and the Scene Elements panel. The Note field serves an important production purpose. Any text you add here will be included when exporting to cutting lists in Excel, making it valuable for manufacturing instructions or special handling notes. The same naming and note functionality extends to individual boards within the cabinet. Select a single board by clicking it either in the 3D view or in the Scene Elements panel. Then rename it to something specific like My Right Side. Understanding selection is crucial. To select an individual board, click directly on it in the 3D view or in the Scene panel. To select the entire cabinet, click on the cabinet name in the Scene panel. Cabinet properties are visible whenever any cabinet element is selected. Board properties are only visible when a specific board is selected. If you select other Blender objects like a regular mesh or a light, these specialized furniture properties won't be available since these are different types of objects outside the EasyForm Studio ecosystem. One of the standout features of EasyForm Studio is intelligent dimension management. As you modify any property, all element dimensions automatically recalculate, ensuring your design remains consistent and manufacturable. The cabinet back offers several configuration options. In the default lay-on configuration, the back panel rests against the rear of the cabinet. With the gap set to 0, the back fully covers the cabinet rear. You can adjust this gap value if needed for your specific design. Easily modify the thickness of the back panel to match your material specifications or structural requirements. The overflow settings give you precise control over how the back extends or reduces on each side of the cabinet. These values can be positive, extending the back beyond the cabinet dimensions; negative, reducing the back size to be smaller than the cabinet. This feature is particularly useful when you have internal dividers. For example, if a shelf divides the cabinet in half and you want the back to cover only the upper portion, you can reduce the top overflow value accordingly. When you remove the back panel completely, notice how the sideboards automatically increase in size, from 577 millimeters to 580 millimeters in our example. This happens because EasyForm Studio maintains the cabinet's outer dimensions. When components are added or removed, remaining elements adjust to keep the overall cabinet size consistent. For a more professional finish, you can set the back to be rebaited or grooved into the cabinet. Rebaited creates a stepped recess for the back panel. Grooved cuts a channel for the back panel to slide into. With either option, you can control both the engagement, how far the back inserts into the recess, and the depth of the cut, allowing for precise manufacturing specifications. The cabinet top offers 2 fundamental joint types that affect both appearance and structural integrity. When set to inset, the sideboards extend above the top panel, with the top panel fitting between them. This creates a traditional boxed appearance where the side panels visually frame the top. With a continuous setting, the top panel sits on top of the sideboards, extending over them. This option allows for precise control over the side overflows, which can be adjusted independently for both left and right sides. To create a top that extends beyond the cabinet body, you can set the joint type to continuous. Adjust the overflow values, for example, 20 millimeters on both left and right sides. Set the front recess to a negative value, like -20 millimeters. To extend the top forward, this produces a cabinet with a top that overhangs all sides. Important to note, when using overflow, the extension goes beyond the cabinet's stated dimensions. For instance, a 600 millimeters wide cabinet with 20 millimeters overflows on both sides will have a top panel that's 640 millimeters wide. While the cabinet thickness setting applies to all elements by default, you can override this for individual components. For example, you can set the cabinet's general thickness to 18 millimeters while making just the top 36 millimeters, creating a distinctive thick top design with overflows. The top can be configured as a full board spanning the entire top crossboards at the front, back, or both. The different orientations, horizontal or vertical, can be applied to crossboards. For crossboards, you can precisely adjust both the recess and width of each board, allowing for detailed customization. If your design requires it, you can remove the top board completely. The bottom panel shares all the same property options as the top, providing consistent design control. Similarly, the left and right side panels follow the same logic as the top and bottom, giving you comprehensive control over every aspect of your cabinet's construction. This flexibility in component configuration allows you to create furniture that matches exact specifications while maintaining manufacturing practicality. Just as with other components, you can remove the right side panel entirely if your design requires. When present, you have complete control over its thickness as well as front and back recess values. One unique feature of side panels is the ability to create overflows at both top and bottom. This versatility allows for creative design elements such as extended side panels that create legs by making the sides longer at the bottom, elevated protective borders around the top by extending the sides upward, custom design features that highlight the cabinet's silhouette, enhance your cabinet's functionality by adding horizontal or vertical shelves. You can add these quickly by clicking the shelf buttons in the interface, using keyboard shortcuts, Shift+H for horizontal shelves, and Shift+V for vertical dividers. Removing shelves is just as simple. Click the trash icon or press X on your keyboard when the shelf is selected. Like other cabinet elements, you can adjust the thickness of all shelves at once, as well as modify their front and back recess values for consistent appearance. By default, EasyForm Studio automatically spaces shelves equally within the cabinet. For instance, with 2 shelves added, the space above, between, and below the shelves will be equal, 216 millimeters in our example. This intelligent spacing adjusts automatically if you modify the cabinet height, maintaining equal distribution without requiring manual recalculation. This automated spacing saves significant design time while ensuring professional, balanced interior layouts. Of course, you can also adjust individual shelf positions when needed for specialized storage needs. These advanced component controls demonstrate EasyForm Studio's balance between design flexibility and automated efficiency, giving you precise control while eliminating tedious manual calculations. Beyond using the dimension fields, EasyForm Studio offers powerful keyboard shortcuts for faster adjustments. Press S to initiate scaling mode, then press X for X-axis, width, Y for Y-axis, depth, or Z for Z-axis, height. Move your mouse to adjust the dimension. Confirm with left-click or Enter, or cancel with Escape. As you adjust dimensions, notice how shelf spacing automatically recalculates to maintain equal distribution, a significant time saver in your design process. Each shelf can be precisely positioned by controlling its offset value. This allows you to create custom storage areas for specific items. This same functionality extends to vertical shelves, with the system automatically calculating left and right distances between dividers to maintain balanced spacing. EasyForm Studio offers comprehensive control over cabinet doors. Choose which side the door will open from using the direction controls. For example, selecting left opening means the door will be hinged on the left. You can simulate the door's movement by clicking Open Doors, particularly useful when designing corner cabinets to verify clearances. Select between inset doors recessed within the cabinet frame or regular overlay doors according to your design style. Just like other components, door thickness can be adjusted independently of the main cabinet. The gap setting defines how much smaller the door will be compared to the cabinet face dimensions. For example, with a 2 millimeters gap on a 600 millimeters wide cabinet, the door will be 596 millimeters wide, creating a precise 2 millimeters reveal around the perimeter. Specify the number of hinges required. This information transfers to your cutting list to ensure proper hardware ordering. Fine-tune door dimensions with overflow settings. Left and right overflows control horizontal door size, starting position and length. Top and bottom overflows adjust vertical door size, height. These settings allow doors to cover partial cabinet areas or extend over adjacent cabinets when needed. With just a click, convert between single and double door configurations for wider cabinets. Use the F key to cycle through all available door types quickly, allowing you to visualize different options instantly. These door controls exemplify EasyForm Studio's combination of design flexibility with production practicality.